President Uhuru Kenyatta has stated clearly that he's not going to support his deputy for the presidency in 2022. The president had made a commitment of supporting his deputy for 2 terms. His deputy, Dr. William Arap Samoei Ruto, has also stated clearly that he's going to quit Jubilee Party and join a national party because the president has turned himself into a tribal kingpin trying to bring together tribal parties. And we also know that President Uhuru Kenyatta has also indicated that because he's not going to support his deputy, he's willing to support one of the NASA core principles, if they can agree. But you go into NASA, there's also a problem there. Raila Odinga is being viewed as the preferred candidate the president wants to support. The other core principles, Kalonzo Musyoka has said no because they can't trust Raila Odinga. Musalia Mudavadi has said no because he can't trust Raila Odinga. Moses Wetangula is also saying no because he was kicked out as the Senate minority leader. And as we speak today in this country, new political formation is being crafted. President Uhuru Kenyatta, through his party Jubilee Party, and Raila Odinga, through his party ODM Party, are working on a new alliance. Will that alliance succeed in 2022? In this video today, I want to reveal to you guys the new strategies or the secret weapons which President Uhuru Kenyatta is planning to use to finish his deputy once and for all. But before we do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel, for those watching for the first time, is that we analyze politics in a way you can't get any other place. So the only way you can benefit is by clicking that subscribe button now. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. I know today you guys have waited. I'm a bit late, but everything is fine. And I hope and pray that this video will find you in good health. Always remember to also go to the channel of my senior Haman Manyora. He did some very interesting video there. Just follow it up and also subscribe to his channel also. Now let us get back to business. Why do you think President Uhuru Kenyatta is keen on creating a super alliance? The answer is one. Jubilee Party has disintegrated. And because of that, there is no way Jubilee as a political party can survive, politically speaking. In fact, there are some people who are already comparing Jubilee Party to NAC. You know, NAC was a huge political party. It disintegrated. And today, Martha Karua is the party leader. You can't talk of NAC. Then also there was this PNU, which was a big party. Again, disintegrated. Now a small party after Kibaki left. That's how they are comparing Jubilee. Because remember, in the first time, there was no Jubilee. Uhuru Kenyatta was elected as TNA, although they were in an alliance. Then in 2017, he was re-elected under the Jubilee Party. So because Jubilee has disintegrated, it's now small. But Uhuru Kenyatta is focused. His primary objective is to block Ruto. And William Ruto is a shrewd politician. He studied the president the moment he had the handshake with Raila Odinga. And from that time up to now, the DP has been very strategic in his moves, trying to preempt anything or any move the president is making. The first thing he did was to go to President Uhuru Kenyatta's stronghold, because he knew that was Uhuru's stronghold, held it. Then before the president knew, he consolidated Rift Valley. Before they knew, he was fighting with Raila in Western and in the coast. Before they knew, he was like a pastoralist, now targeting the northeastern, the Isiolo, the Pokot, the Turkanas there, and the Masais. So the DP has been also very strategic. But the president has finally come up with this strategy. The first strategy, which is going to use against the DP, is the tribal dominance. If you listen to the deputy president, he's not been very vocal on the hustler narrative. I've always told you guys that the hustler narrative is none other than a strategy of evading Ruto being viewed as a Kalenjin. The original hustler narrative was about the haves and the have-nots, the dynasty versus the hustler. Then that was not selling much because people were even questioning whether Ruto is a hustler or not. So he came up with this strategy of identifying with the poor people. And it's actually working for him. The poor people are the majority. But Uhuru Kenyatta is reminding Kenyans that between 1964 and 1978, his father was the president, a Kikuyu, for 14 good years. When the father left, Daniel Toroitich arap Moi took over a Kalenjin for 24 years. When Moi left, Kibaki took over for another 10 years. Then Uhuru Kenyatta is also serving 10 years, almost 60 years. Two tribes ruling the country. And because this country is tribal, the truth of the matter is that the others now feel it's also their time to lead. And that's why the DP is insisting on the hustler. He comes to Kondele, tell the people of Kondele hustler. He goes to Rift Valley, tell the people hustler. He goes to Central, because the moment that tribal dominance kicks off, where will Ruto run to? Where? Because the truth is, if you look at this country, Rift Valley and Central alone, even if they were to vote 90%, still cannot deliver the presidency. So he must get votes from other places. And Uhuru Kenyatta and his team believes that this tribal dominance can be used. And I'm foreseeing a situation where Cambridge Analytica will be brought on board the way they were brought on board to paint Raila Odinga as someone who is a devil, to an extent that even today there are educated Kikuyus who believe that, I don't know why this microphone leo inaleta shida, who believe that Raila Odinga is a devil. So the Cambridge Analytica or something similar will be brought on board. Then they will be targeted at these other tribes which have never ruled. Before you knew, everybody will be 60 years is enough. 60 years is enough. The second strategy is to form a super alliance. And is actually unable to do that because there's a resistance in NASA. Otherwise, Uhuru Kenyatta's idea was to bring Ford Kenya, Wiper, KANU, ANC, ODM, and Jubilee together. If these political parties were to hold together, the president knows and he believes that Raila Odinga and his strongholds, as per last election, is just enough to deliver presidency. So he was just going to deny Ruto votes from Rift Valley, from central Kenya or the larger Mount Kenya region, and then add those votes to Raila Odinga. If you listened to Kabando recently, Kabando explained something, and I don't think whether it will happen again, that in the last election, they even ferried people who were almost in ICU from hospitals to go and vote. If Akikuyu will not be running, that will not happen. And tomorrow, I'm actually going to do another video why I strongly believe that Peter Munya is the person President Uhuru Kenyatta should actually front to deny Ruto votes from the larger Mount Kenya. I'll give you the realities of politics, because Uhuru only needs to give Raila 2 million or even 1 million from the larger Mount Kenya region. Peter Munya can do that, and I'm going to explain to you in my tomorrow's video. So the idea of forming this super alliance is to isolate Ruto so that he can be viewed as a lone ranger. Whether that's going to succeed or not is something I still don't know. But we are seeing a lot of resistance from NASA core principles. The third strategy which they are going to start is joint tours across the country. Since the handshake, Uhuru Kenyatta has never taken Raila Odinga to the people of Central Kenya. He's going to do that. And I've always said that Uhuru Kenyatta is always a very good politician, especially his timings. Whether he's going to persuade those people to support Raila, I still don't know. But let us wait and see how those campaigns and tours are going to turn out. So they are going to start those tours. In fact, what they are looking for is a momentum. They'll go to a place, let's say like Meru. By the way, let me show you this clip we took when while in Meru in the last election, campaigning for Raila Odinga. This clip there. Number 4 is Uhuru Kenyatta is actually trying to create regional kingpins to lock William Ruto out. Apart from the super alliance, Uhuru Kenyatta and his strategy is to create regional kingpins. Something Ruto is not doing, although I've started seeing Ruto also trying to do that. Because if you go to Rift Valley, he's trying to create Nanok. If you go to Central Kenya, he's unable to identify one of them. You go to Coast, he has already, I think, identified my friend Hassan Omar. You go to, he's also trying to do that. But Uhuru Kenyatta's idea is to have regional kingpins. You go to Coast, for example, you have Joho. You have Kingi. You have Mvurya. You go to Western, apart from Oparanya, apart from Musalia and Weta, there is Oparanya factor. There is Wamalwa factor. You go to Rift Valley, he's creating some kingpins there. You go to Central, he's also creating 2. One from West and one from East. So that these guys are going to fight it out there. Whether that's going to work or not, something we still wait. And lastly, Uhuru Kenyatta is also going to demonstrate to Kenyans that Jubilee government failed. But it failed in the first term and not in the second term. And it's going to do this through development projects targeted at NASA strongholds and even Jubilee strongholds. Because in the first term of Jubilee government, they focused on Jubilee strongholds. Uhuru Kenyatta has done so much for the people of the coastal region. That's the truth. So you can go to Coast and explain to them. In Nyanza, he's doing much. He will be in Ukambani to address some of their concerns. Then he's coming to Western to also address some of their concerns. There are several development projects, and they're actually highlighting them. The only advantage Uhuru has is that in real sense, there are several roads, there are several projects. Some which was started in the first term were never completed, they have not completed them. And also several are starting up. So they're going to use those to explain to these people that in my first term, I could not deliver. Why? Because William Ruto and his team were just there looting. Let us wait and see how things are going to unfold. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.